clip that.
Lock that one.
You clip that.
Coming live to you.
What's that?
We're coming live to you.
Yeah.
Live 5, 3, 2. You live alone.
Alright. Let me find this story real fast.
Microphone is microphone.
Check the sound on there, man. Make sure we tawab on the sound. Alright.
Come on. That sound is good.
You tawab on there.
Come
You live on Facebook, YouTube, all that.
Live all the way around.
Alright, Shalom, Israel. I'm priest and officer of 5,000 Hadaryala. Alright. This is the ISUPK coming out of 1 West Harlem, New York. Alright, under Commander General Yohana. We've been rocking out this troop since 1969. You understand? Make sure you type in a 1. Let me know if you can hear me. Alright. If there's something wrong with the sound, like if we too low, also let me know. Alright, just type it in. Send me a text if you got my number or something, man. Don't let me do the whole class with the sound on low. Alright? Yeah, man, we've been rocking out since 1969. This is Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. Tuesday in the ISUPK is the Brotherhood Class. Alright? Again, I'm priest and officer of 5,000 Hadaryala, second in command in Detroit, Cleveland camp leader, Salaki. Camp leader, well, all of Northeast Ohio, man. I don't want to keep saying Cleveland because all cities in Northeast Ohio got a report. All right? If you in that area, man, give me a call and let's come together. Come together with your brothers and sisters, man. All right? If you a man, man, you understand that the scriptures tell you to get out there on the highways and byways and come get people and pull them in here. All right? That's what Christ tells you to do. All right? Don't be one of those brothers that's just a YouTube gangster. You know what I'm saying? A Facebook warrior. Right. You understand? All you do is post on Facebook and try to battle other Israelites on Facebook. Or you post scriptures, you know, and that's it. Don't be that brother, man. The scriptures tell you, man, you understand? If you got that light, don't put that light under the bed. Don't put that candle under the bed so nobody can see it. You understand? It's asking you a question, paraphrasing, of course. Like, would you do that? Why would you do that? The Lord doesn't want you to do that. He didn't give you the knowledge so you could hide it. Or you could just teach your kids and that's it. If you a brother, you supposed to get out here and be warring. You understand? With your brothers. And waking up your brothers and sisters and doing the work of the Lord. You understand? Fighting to get that crown that's talked about in the Apocrypha. You understand? So yeah, that's that, man. Like I said, man. Preaching officer 5,000 y'all. I got 1 West on my glasses. Make sure you shop UPK Fresh. 10% of all sales go to the ISUPK for tithes, man. Make sure you're paying your tithes. The money you send to the priests and prophets of the ISUPK goes to take care of your people. We take care of the poor. We got food programs. You know what I'm saying? We help people how to read. We do it all ahead, man. Under Commander General Yohana, this is the place the Lord chose to wake up the people. All right? So come join your brothers and sisters. With that, if you got any questions, make sure you type them in. Type in all your questions anytime. You understand? We'll answer all your questions, especially all questions pertaining to brotherhood. All right? Like I said, this goddamn love your brother there in the UPK. So make sure you type in your questions. We got any questions in the room? Let me know. Michelle, you got any questions? Salakia, man. I got with me priest and officer 1,000, Michelle. Mighty priest and officer 1,000, Michelle in the building. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if you got any questions too, brother. Anytime. All right. You want something strong up?
Wow.
You too wild? You say you good on that strong tonight, huh? My brother Bashar turns up with me, man. We got the slavery after this, so good choice, good decision, mighty man. You understand? You don't want to be going up in there wasted. You understand? Good choice on showing that discipline, and that's heavy to point out. You know what I'm saying? Because the scriptures do tell you can drink. It's lawful for a man to drink. You understand? For all you brothers out there in them fake groups where they tell y'all can't drink. The scriptures tell you it's lawful to drink, but it also tells you to have discipline. Drink in moderation. You understand? And what this priest just did was show that discipline. All right. So yeah, let me see, because I got a question. Brother typed in a question about wearing pants. All right. Can women wear pants? What you got with that, Michelle? He also sent in a couple scriptures that we're going to go over.
Come. Let me pull it.
To prove his point of wearing pants. He said women can't wear pants.
Somebody said women can't wear pants?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let me get the scripture.
My phone is a little slow, so it's not an Apple.
Oh man, I don't rock out with them iPhones, man. Android over here. But if you need a sword, let me know, man. I got a sword right here, a couple swords in my bag. You understand? You gotta do it the old school way, brother. You know that. Be rocking out with them phones. You a Bible, you a phone soldier, a phone warrior, huh, Mashai? You gotta pull out that sword. I ain't gonna give my brother a shot though. I just text you some precepts, so let me know. The first one, of course, he pulled was the famous Deuteronomy 22:5.
Okay.
So let me know when you got that. And then after that, we're gonna go to Exodus. All right.
I got Deuteronomy 22:5.
You got Deuteronomy 22:5? Okay, let me hear that scripture. Because this brother's argument is that women should not wear pants, and he pulled this scripture. All right. Understand this, first of all, before we go into this. All right. Again, like I said in the beginning of the class, we are the ISUPK under Commanding General Yohana. We've been doing this since '69. These arguments that you come with, like these brothers knowing the truth, these Facebook gangsters and what have you, understand that we've heard this before. All right. You brothers been in the truth 1 or 2 years. Like, please, man, humble. It's best for yourself to be humble. You know, come humble. Ask questions. Say you don't understand. Like, if you see us doing something in the UPK, just know that it's right. If you see us doing it, you do it. All right?
Yeah, right.
Don't be one of them brothers where you gotta come and question everything. I mean, it's okay as a grown man to definitely do your due diligence, your own research, make your election source. So definitely read the books and go through it and see what we saying is right. But for the most part, man, you see us doing it, just do it. All right. Commander General Yohana, man, is a man that's been in the truth since the 80s. All right, and he ain't changed nothing he learned. So again, we saying this, understand that we've seen damn near all arguments you could come with. So just be humble when you ask these questions. Don't act like you know everything, like you just heard it all. And I got you on this, I got you on this. Like, calm down, brother. All right? You ain't smarter than the generals, man. You're not smarter than the 7 heads, brother. All right, but yeah. So brother gave me this question, man, and he just said, "Oh, I got you, man. Women can't wear pants, and y'all wrong for this." So let's pull that scripture.
Okay. Deuteronomy 22, verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
Mm-hmm.
Neither shall a man put it on a woman's garment, for all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God.
Good night. So he cut us on that. Now, read it one more time, brother.
Come on.
Read it one more time. And tell me, do you see pants in here? Anywhere? Your phone messing up?
Come.
You got one more time and I'm going to give you the order to grab this sword, brother. You understand?
Okay.
Come on.
You said Deuteronomy 22 and 5.
Yeah, stay with me.
Deuteronomy 22, chapter 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God.
I ain't see pants nowhere in there, man. All right?
Come.
Did you see pants?
Lie.
No. Okay. So what's the spirit behind this, okay? The spirit behind this is taking on the spirit of a man, all right? It's saying that a woman shouldn't wear what pertains to a man, neither should a man put on a woman's garment, all right? Don't be a transvestite. Don't be what they call a drag queen, RuPaul. Understand when we got these laws, it was a time when we was coming out of Egypt, all right? We wanted to follow our oppressors. We wanted to do just like our oppressors did. The Bible is a book of laws, and it's a history book for the Israelites, all right? Why you think there's a map in there? All right? Why you think there's a map in that book? All right? It's a history book, man. So you got to think back as to why he's saying this and what was going on during these times, all right? Coming out of Egypt, we follow our oppressors. Just like now, what do our oppressors do? Our oppressors want to be gay. That's what our oppressors want to do. They want to be gay. They want to be bisexual. They want to be homosexual. They want to say that a man can do this. A man can be whatever he want to be. Look at Dwayne Wade. What's he doing? Right? He's allowing his son to take on the spirit of a woman. All right? With the what are you doing? Painting his nails and all that. Alicia Keys' son, same thing. They taking on that spirit, and that's what this verse is talking about. Come on, let's go through the other ones he gave. I think I texted to you, but I know your phone messing up, so I'm gonna call them out. The other one is Exodus 28 and 42.
You said Exodus 28, 42.
28 and 42.
Come.
If you watching, brother, you can chime in at any time. You understand? Brother who asked the question, I told the brother I'll address it during class. So anytime you can type in, call in. If you watching on the Detroit page, you should see the number on the screen there. All right, you got the number up there, right, Michelle?
Come.
So yeah, call in. You more than welcome to chime in, brother, because I want to know what these scriptures have to do with a woman wearing pants. All right, go ahead.
Exodus 28, verse 42. And thou shalt make them linen breeches to cover their nakedness. From the loins even unto the thighs they shall reach. 43. And they shall be upon Aaron and upon his sons.
All right, stop. He stopped at 42. So read it one more time.
Come. Exodus 28, 42. And thou shalt make them linen breeches unto Salaki. And thou shalt make unto them linen breeches to cover their nakedness. From the loins even unto the thighs they shall reach.
From the loins to the thighs they shall reach. Okay, let me pull up the definition of breeches. Since he pulled this verse, what you got, Michelle?
Breeches, that's why old poor folks talking.
Yeah, I heard my granny say it all the time when she died.
Goddamn pants, that's your breeches. Breeches.
That's your breeches. That's what I thought it was. Pull up your breeches.
Stop.
Hmm?
It's your pants.
It's your pants.
It's your pants.
Well,
That's what.
just cause it's a class, man, we gotta pull it up, brother.
Damn right.
So what definition you got? Let's see. Zondervan. Lock it, Israel. See if I can get this Zondervan out. You pulled it up, Michelle? Let me know if you get it first. See if we can get in Zondervan. I'm trying to help the brother out, y'all, so bear with me. I want to know why he sent these verses. If he ain't gonna call in, we'll just go through and see.
Got another one.
Let me hear it.
Kind of what kind? This is from the internet, dictionary.com.
Mm-hmm.
Breeches, B-R-E-E-C-H-E-S, sometimes pronounced breeches. One, also called knee breeches, knee-length trousers.
Knee-length trousers. Okay. Knee-length trousers. So basically, in this context, breeches is drawers. Knee-length trousers? Go ahead. Swat him, fix his headpiece.
They're pants.
They pants.
Whether they're short pants or long pants,
They pants.
your breeches is a goddamn pair of pants.
Okay. I gotta say that's the context my grandma used it in too. You know what I'm saying? Pull up your britches. That's how I heard it.
Yeah, right?
Pull them britches up. So no sweat. They short pants under your garment. All right, so that's 28 and 42. What's the next one? So read the verse again. Go back to the scripture.
So like in one,
Go back to the scripture. That was 28 and what, 42?
42 of them.
All right.
And thou shalt make them. So like, here we go. And thou shalt make them linen breeches
Mm-hmm.
to cover their nakedness. From the loins even unto the thighs they shall reach.
Linen breeches to cover their nakedness from the loins to the thighs. So what's the loins? The loins is you know, the man's loins, damn it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about out there. So from the loins to the to the thighs, that sound like boxer drawers to me, Michelle. You know what I'm saying? So it's saying put those on under your garment to do what?
So like,
Mm-hmm.
and thou shalt put them upon Aaron and thy brothers, upon Aaron thy brother and his sons with him.
What verse is that?
Salakia. Let me back up 42. Salakia one.
Go ahead.
Thou shalt make them linen breeches to cover their nakedness.
Go ahead.
From the loins even unto the thighs they shall reach.
Okay, so this is just talking about what to put on under your garment. All right, so you won't be naked up under there. You know what I'm saying? So you won't have on your garment and your rod and everything just swinging. You know what I'm saying? So you won't show your nakedness. It was a law that the priests wouldn't show their nakedness. Don't be like the Egyptians. Like I said, during this time, you got to understand these laws were because we were coming out of Egypt. This is in the book of Deuteronomy, all right? Which means second law. Leviticus means law. Deuteronomy means second law, all right? So we were coming out of Egypt and the Lord was giving us laws and statutes and things to do so we wouldn't follow our oppressors, okay? So he said, wear drawers, man. Don't be like them damn Egyptians. If you understand the Egyptian custom, man, they used to wear these skirts. You know what I'm saying? Like white skirts, linen skirts, you know? They naked up under there. They some cross-dressing faggots. That's what the oppressor was. So the Most High gave us laws so we wouldn't be like them. This isn't talking about pants, brother. I don't know why you gave me this verse, but this is talking about for the man won't show his nakedness, all right? This is basically drawers. This is not saying that a woman can't wear pants. Let's go to the next one.
What was the next one?
Exodus 38, 39, and 28.
Okay.
Again, let me know if the sound is low. If the sound is low, say something so we can adjust and do what we got to do so y'all can hear us. Go ahead.
Exodus chapter 39, verse 38.
28.
Salaki, verse 28. And a mitre of fine linen, and goodly bonnets of fine linen, and linen breeches of fine twined linen.
Okay. That's it?
That's it.
Okay, so he's sticking on the breeches part for some reason. Linen breeches for fine linen. You got something, Michelle? You probably should scoot closer so we can hear you, brother.
Come. We picking up pretty good,
You good?
Come.
Okay, come on.
The brother, he's fascinated by sisters wearing pants.
Yeah.
It bothers the brother.
Yeah, it sounds like it bothers him bad, don't it?
I got a couple of wives. I like to see them with pants.
Hey, man, hey. to each his own. And after we go through these verses, we gonna touch on that too.
Come.
But like you said, man, your preference is you might like to see your woman in certain type of pants. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
That's your preference. But go ahead. So that was 28. Let me see. Here's another one. Exodus 19 and 6.
So come. Exodus chapter 19, verse 6.
Come on.
And ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests
Okay.
and an holy nation. These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel.
And that was 19.
Come.
All right.
19
and 6.
Chapter 19, verse 6.
Okay, so maybe he trying to make the argument that pants was just for Aaron. Go ahead. What you got, brother?
That right there, I'll say the praise the Most High, call.
Damn right.
He done built the ISUPK.
Mm-hmm.
It's filters all in here. The brother coming from the angle of he men in charge, but women got to follow these particular things. One, women should. He don't want women to wear pants.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a brother that want women to wear pants, and then he come with this particular scripture here. And the brother's not wrong, but he might be pushing it a little too far. He might be so, and this is what I would say, caught up in appearances that he don't understand the spirit of, you know what I'm saying? I don't want
It's the
just
spirit
like
of the law.
Pharisees in the New Testament.
We gonna get to that. Get the last verse, because you got Exodus 19 and 6, right?
So like I just read that one coming.
Okay, the last one is Sirach 45, 7 through 9.
So like that one?
Sirach is in the Apocrypha.
That's the Apocrypha or
The book of Sirach in the Apocrypha.
come. The book of Sirach.
45, 7 through 9. I just want to see what the brother talking about.
When you say Sirach, that sounds like it's coming out of
No, it's in the Apocrypha, brother. Let me see. You want me to pull it for you?
come.
You probably ain't got no Apocrypha on your phone.
Solomon, that's the kiss, Barak, Jeremiah, Azariah, Susanna, Dragons, Manasseh, first and second Maccabees. Sirach sounds like something out of the Quran.
No, it's just another name in the Sirach. I mean, in the Apocrypha. Let me see. 45. What I say? 7 through 9. All right. The book of Sirach, chapter 45, verse 7. An everlasting covenant he made with him and gave him a priesthood among the people. He beautified him with comely ornaments and clothed him with the robe of glory. He put on him perfect glory and strengthened him with rich garments and breeches. Yeah, he's sticking with the breeches thing, man.
Come.
All right, brother. This don't got nothing to do with women wearing pants, all right? So you trying to use the fact that Aaron was the only person. I hope you're not saying that Aaron is the only man that wore pants. You know what I'm saying? Just Aaron and the Levites, because that's stupid. All right, we had an order to wear breeches, which in this context that you use in Exodus is really sound like boxer briefs. You know what I'm saying? So we wouldn't, so our rod just wouldn't be swinging in the air. That has nothing to do with a woman wearing pants. The only verse that you really sent that you could try to use for that is Deuteronomy 22.
Okay.
All right, so go back to that. Deuteronomy 22 and 5. Also, we gonna get the history of this too. Deuteronomy 22 and 5. Let me know when you got that, brother. All right. You saying that a woman can't wear pants is something that you got from a man, okay? The Bible doesn't say that.
That's right.
You understand? Now, if it's your preference, you know, for your woman to only wear dresses or modest dresses down to the ankle. I mean, if it's your preference for your woman to dress up like a ninja, that's your preference, and you're allowed to do that. You can tell your woman to do that, and that will be your right, because that's your woman. That's your property. Your bread. Can't nobody tell you, you know what I'm saying? You can't cover her face or whatever else you want to do. But can you teach that? Can you say that the Lord said that that's a sin? No, you can't do that, brother. Read that verse. Come on.
Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 5.
Let me hear it.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God.
All right, this is talking, the spirit of that is talking about transvestites, RuPaul's, cross-dressing. That's what they're talking about. Young M.A., all right? If you a woman, don't put on no man's garment. Don't go out there and put on the baggy jeans and the big sweaters and you out there looking like a butch. Don't do that. Don't dress to the point where if you walking from behind, I can't tell what sex you are. Don't put that spirit on when you dress. That's what this is talking about. Go to them stories I sent you about Egypt. Let's get the history behind this. Like I said, we were coming out of Egypt during this time, so we were taking after our oppressors. Understand, as soon as we got the laws, man, Moses and Aaron were gone too long. Moses was gone too long getting the laws. What the first thing they did? They started worshiping the goddamn calf. Understand, that's what we was doing. We was trying to be like our oppressors back then. All right. Let me know what story you got, brother. I don't care which one you read, but understand the history behind this, man. We were doing things to be like the Egyptians. So we was wearing makeup. We was wearing the little skirts or whatever, the white linen skirts. We were doing things to worship their gods. Somebody at the door out. Somebody at the door. Okay, no sweat. But yeah, we were doing things to worship their gods. So, so far as, like I said, the makeup, men wore eyeliner and stuff like that. We gonna pull up a couple stories to show you.
So like that.
Where you at, all right, let me see. I'll pull up the first one. You too wild, Michelle?
Oh my God.
Let me see. All right, the first one is a story from Ancient Pages. All right. AncientPages.com, and the title is Ancient Egyptian Men used to use. Ancient Egyptian men use eye makeup for many reasons. So this is the spirit behind that verse. Brothers wearing eye makeup, cross dressing, all that thing was something that was done in Egypt. Let me see. Shalom. Yahweh Shema, Thabah Shema, Shalom. I see you in the building, sis. All right.
Like that one.
No sweat. Pull the story, the one that says ancient Egyptian men use eye makeup for many reasons. I don't know why when you read Deuteronomy 22 and 5, the first thing you go to is pants. Like the only article that pertains to a man and a woman wear is pants. You know what I'm saying? What about boots? You know what I'm saying? What about what about skull caps? What about so this is saying that a woman can't wear nothing? What about when you about to go to sleep sometimes your woman put your shirt on? You know what I'm saying? Put her man's shirt on. Is that a sin?
I'm an old man. I might won't be that one long ago.
Why?
Either one of my wife put my shirt on anytime they feel like it.
They put your shirt on anytime?
When they feel like it.
Yeah. And see, that's what I'm saying. So you saying this verse is saying a woman should not wear what pertains to a man. So you saying that the Most High is that strict where he gonna say if she put my t-shirt on at night, that's a sin? If a woman goes to work and wear a pantsuit, if she work at a bank, so a pantsuit is a sin? That's what you're trying to say, brother? That's what you're saying that the Lord is saying. That's what you're saying that this verse is saying. You can't say that, man. A pantsuit is not unlawful. You understand? My mother wore pants. I want to call them damn Egyptian pants. What's culottes? What's the? What's that? Poncho pants. Just a wide pants, like hammer pants. All right, my mama wore them hammer pants, man. She was like an African dancer. Salagi, man. The sister was lost. Man. Forget her sister. She was lost. She was an African dancer, man. She used to dance for Stevie Wonder, man. She was a dancer, you know what I'm saying? But she was into that whole African spirit, and she would wear pants that were like wide kind of pants. In modesty, so you couldn't see her shape, but they were pants. You saying that's a sin, brother? Come on, man. Let's not be simple. All right, go to the verse. What story you got? Let me hear.
Ancient Egyptian men used eye makeup for many reasons.
Come on.
AncientPages.com.
Read the what use that? Read the you know the little paragraph under the picture they got.
During all periods and dynasties, eye makeup was a daily prerequisite for both men and women.
For both who?
Men and women.
Come on, man. Keep going.
Why did ancient Egyptian men wear eye makeup? There were a number of reasons, actually. Ancient Egyptian eye makeup was very elaborate and used as early as 4000 BC. Eye makeup equipment, palettes, grinders, applicators have been found among the earliest burials of the pre-dynastic period and seem to have been essential items for the afterlife. Ancient Egyptians used a variety of cosmetics such as eye makeup, rouge, perfume oils that softened the skin and prevented burning in the sun and damage from the sandy winds. Galena powder possesses disinfectant and fly deterrent properties. It is believed to offer the eye protection from
skip that part. Go to the next one.
Come, I will come. Hatshepsut is the cross-dressing queen, or
the paragraph under the picture.
Select it.
The paragraph under the picture.
Oh, that's that one with the paragraph under the picture.
You see with the man on there looking like a damn cross-dresser? I don't know if y'all can see this, man. It's a man out here. This ain't no woman. This is a man putting on makeup. Look at his outfit. Look at his jewelry. Look what he got on. You see how he dressed? That's why it says a man should not wear what pertaineth to a woman, and a woman should not wear what pertaineth to a man. You see this man right here? They got him depicted as a. You want me to show it to this camera too? Can you see it on there, brother? You might have to look on there. The camera is too far. You know, it's just a picture on my phone. They can see it on the Cleveland page. If you can't see it on the Detroit page, skip over to the Cleveland page, ISUBK Cleveland, all right, on Facebook. If it'll focus in, you can see it. But this is a man right here, all right? The phone just went black. But this is a man right here, and he's sitting there. He looked like a woman, man. He got on makeup. He got on all that, what have you, all the jewelry and all that. That's what they talking about. Read that one more time, brother.
Come. The smoky coal liners serve both practical and ritualistic purposes.
Practical and what?
Ritualistic purposes.
Okay, so we ain't gonna stick on that too long. They wore makeup, eyeliner, blue, turquoise, black. You know what I'm saying? That's what they did in Egypt. Understand, when you read Deuteronomy, this is the time that we was coming out of. These were the oppressors that we were serving. So look behind what it's saying and go into the spirit of it. Don't be a cross-dressing faggot. All right? I just showed you the picture. This is what the men looked like back then. Go to the next story.
Next story, come on.
It's all hell.
Oh, come.
You see that one?
Come.
Pull that up.
All to hell to Hapsit, right?
Yeah.
No, I got it. Come.
Again, if you're on the Cleveland page, check this out. If you're on Detroit page, just skip over to the Cleveland page so you can see this. This right here is a woman. This ain't no man. It's a woman right here. She dressed up like Pharaoh. You understand? There were queens in Egypt. Who were queens in Egypt? Cleopatra. You understand? You look up pictures of Cleopatra, she don't look like this. You understand? This is a man. This look like a man, but this is actually a woman. And we gonna get into the story. Go ahead.
Come. All hail Hatshepsut, the cross-dressing queen.
The what?
The cross-dressing queen.
The what?
The cross-dressing queen.
Now you go back to Deuteronomy 22:5, and that's saying a man should not wear what pertaining to a woman should not wear what pertaining to a man.
Correct.
You living in today's time, the first thing you're going to think about is pants, because you're simple. And because you learn from men that teach you that's simple. And they left one west. You understand? So they don't know how to break down this history and go behind what the scriptures are saying. All right? They simple. That's why we going through all this. You sent me these scriptures, so I'm going to break them down for you and show you how off you are. Breaches is talking about draws in the context that you sent in Exodus. That's talking about, and even in the scripture that you read it in, it says it goes to the thigh. All right, that's in the law. That's in the Exodus. It tell you that go to the thigh. That sound like boxer draws to me. They ain't even talk about pants. All right, but if you go to these two stories, I'm showing you how Egyptian culture was. This is talking about cross-dressing. Deuteronomy 22:5, it's talking about cross-dressing. All right, so we just showed you how men look, putting on makeup, dressing like women and all that. During their different festivals, when they would worship their gods, if it was a woman god, the men would actually put on attire to appease that woman god.
Yeah.
Easter, all of that stuff comes from Egypt. They would just call it different names. The Greeks took it on. The Romans took it on. All right? When the Greeks came to Egypt, they was like, man, we found where our gods came from. Alexander the Faggot, that's what he said. Like, we found out where our gods came from. Look it up. All right? So they all followed the same gods. You understand? But when it was time to worship these different gods, the men and the women would put on costumes to mimic these gods. All right? Do your history, man. The Bible is a history book. You understand? Stop thinking like a Christian. Don't be simple. When you see these verses, break it down. Understand the history and the spirit behind these verses. And that's what we're doing. So go to the next one. Where we at?
Do you want to keep reading that story? Go to the
Where you was at?
So I can
Read what you just read. Let me hear that.
All hail Hatshepsut, Hatshepsut, the cross-dressing queen.
Go ahead.
Turned powerful Pharaoh.
The cross-dressing queen turned Pharaoh. Come on. Keep going.
The ancient Egyptian ruler depicted herself in kingly attire as the child of Amun-Ra himself.
Depicted herself in what?
Herself in kingly attire.
Kingly attire. Kingly attire is a man. Come on, man. That's a man. So she dressed up like a man and did what?
As the chief child of Amun-Ra himself.
And it says she was the chief child of Amun-Ra, which is one of their stupid gods. All right? Keep going.
Which almost got her erased from history. Imagine the ancient Egyptians of the 18th dynasty.
All right, man, you could skip down. They get it. If for time's sake, man, if you want to look this up, tell them where this article is coming from.
This article can be found on Vice.com.
Mm-hmm.
Title is All Hail Hatshepsut, the cross-dressing queen turned powerful pharaoh.
All right, I read all through your little funky verses. All right, it ain't talking about what you talking about, bro. Stop listening to men and coming to the truth. You understand? You got something, Shot?
Tell me to stop smoking weed.
He said stop smoking weed. I don't think this brother smoked weed, man. I think that he's a worshiper of men, honestly. You know, just to give a backstory on the brother, I know the brother, I talked to the brother, you know, he out the Ohio area, he coming from IUIC. The doctrine that he just gave comes from Nate. You understand? They teach that women can't wear pants. That's what I just gave. So I guess that the scriptures he gave me come from the purple faggots. You understand? Stop following men. I just gave you the history behind it. All right? If Nate don't want his woman to wear pants, that's just something that he tell his woman. You understand? Like my rib, one of my ribs don't wear pants. She don't wear pants unless she working out. You understand? That's her preference. I'm not gonna argue with her because she don't want to wear pants. God damn it, that's what she choose to do. It's not unlawful to not wear pants or to wear pants. So it's just not a topic of conversation in my house like that. But I ain't gonna beat you down for wearing pants. But what I will say is you're not about to go outside, you know, with them whole pants on. You know what I'm saying? You ain't about to do that now. So yeah, for that sake, don't wear pants with your booty all out. Don't do that. What they call them, apple bottom jeans. You wear apple bottoms. I seen sisters with their whole crack out. Like, come on now, let's be realistic. Don't do that. But to say that, to teach that you can't wear pants, that's unlawful, and you following man, based off the history, based off the scripture, the spirit behind that is don't be young M.A. Don't be like, you know, them butch sisters. If you a brother, don't be RuPaul. Don't do that. Go behind and look in the history of it. See how the Egyptians dress. They wearing makeup, looking just like a girl. That's why we showed you that. They look like girls. Don't do that. That's what that's talking about. It's not talking about pants, brother. Get your mind right, coming to the truth. What you got, Rashad?
I'm just a little piggyback on one. What these scriptures the brother pulling is really just that.
Mm-hmm.
You're a man, look like a man.
Right.
You're a woman, look like a woman. We have clothes to achieve that.
Right.
And we don't deliberately switch them up. There's certain clothes that strictly pertain to a woman. Certain clothes that strictly pertain to a man. You don't have to mix them up. A woman's pair of Levi's is a woman's pair of Levi's.
Damn right. and it ain't no mistaking.
No.
Like if you around my age, it's like you got something, go ahead, brother.
It's like that one. You can't tell the difference between a woman's Levi's and a man's Levi's.
You damn sure can. The why? Because that's the point I was leading to next. If you around my age, man, you come up, man, you know, we come up with baggy jeans, you know, white tees. Stuff was just baggy. Carlton pants big, Levi's, you know, all these things were big. These were baggy things. Then, in this new generation, they came out with something called skinny pants. Skinny jeans. If you a man, you like, what the heck is that? I can't identify with this. Like, what is this? That's because it looks a lot like women pants. I'm not wearing those women pants. That pertains to a woman. I'm not about to do that. And that's why we was cracking on Lil Wayne and all these dudes that was doing that thing, because it looked funny to us. If you grew up in my generation, it just looked funny. You know, back in the 70s, they was wearing these elaborate costumes and what have you with tights and all these things. It looked funny to us. I'm not doing that. What about the Fab Five? They changed the era and made baggy shorts in the NBA. Because before then, brothers was wearing them tighty whities, man. You can see their balls, man. Salagia. You understand? That's what they was doing. So it looked funny to the generation that I grew up in. We not wearing what pertaining to a woman. That's what that's talking about, man. Salagia. Let's move to the next joint. I don't want to give the class all this time talking about pants, man. That's simple. Don't follow men. How about that?
That's right.
Come into the truth and learn the scriptures, learn the history. You know, follow Commander General Hunter. If y'all seen that interview, man, goddamn.
Ooh, that's that.
who else you gonna follow? You know what I'm saying? Salakia, man. Side note, man. I seen a brother talking about. First of all, Commander General Hunt put out an invite for all camps to come together.
That's right.
He been did that. 2013, way back in the day when I came into the truth, man. He was saying for all camps to come together. All right. He did it again. It's always been an order for all camps to come together. We invite everybody to come to the Passover. Show up. All camps. Show up. You know what I'm saying? Now, with that said, a brother from one of them fake groups talking about that we don't shake hands and we don't talk to other brothers and he don't want to deal with ISUPK because he might have to fight. You know what I'm saying? Brother from HOI, man. Stop that, man. You should call Commander General Hunter and apologize for spreading lies, brother. All right? That order never came out for us that we can't shake y'all hand and we don't deal with y'all. As a matter of fact, when I see some of y'all in them fake groups, in them churches, whatever y'all in, I be wanting to talk to y'all because I want to know what kind of man picks these dudes over the ISUBK.
That's right.
You see us in all black, how the hell you pick them over us? I be wanting to talk to them sometime to see what's wrong with them brothers. For real, Facebook, I don't care where I see them at. Depending on the mood, I might just approach them just to say, like, why you got them friends on your t-shirt? Like, you might see me say something to y'all purposely. And with the order coming out to come to the Passover, how could you say such a petty thing like we don't speak to y'all and we don't shake hands? That was just gay to me. So, yeah, that brother should call Commander General Hunter and do that. Where I was at, Michelle? Because I side noted, man, I'll get off topic.
We was finishing up on that last.
Read that next story. I sent you a story.
Come on.
The origin of
Next story.
Read it's the origin of the police or something like that.
Come on.
Read where it's coming from, all that.
A brief history of slavery and the origin of American policing. If I may, I will.
Go ahead, what you got, brother?
This is from EKU, which is the Eastern Kentucky University.
Mm-hmm.
A brief history of slavery and the origins of American policing, written by Victor E. Koppler, PhD. The birth and development of the American police can be traced to the multitude of historical, legal, and political economic conditions. The institution of slavery and
Charge this fucker. Go ahead. Read that one more time, brother.
This is from Eastern Kentucky University. The title is A Brief History of Slavery and the Origins of American Policing, written by Victor E. Capella, PhD. The birth and development of the American police can be traced to a multitude of historical, legal, and political economic conditions.
Okay.
The institution of slavery and the control of minorities.
Go ahead.
Slaki, I had to ask the question. What is the institution of slavery? If I may read.
Mm-hmm.
The institution of slavery and the control of minorities. Understand that's all slavery was.
Definitely. The institution of slavery and what?
The control of minorities.
They telling you where police came from. All right? The institution of slavery and the control of minorities. That's why you see so many black people getting killed by cops. All right? They trying to keep niggas in line. But we going to break all this down because we got a story after this that just happened in Detroit. So try to read fast. Go ahead.
However, were two of the more formidable historic features of American society shaping early policing: slave patrols and night watches.
Slave patrols and what?
Night watches.
Come on.
Which later became modern police departments.
Which later became what?
Modern police departments.
Slave patrols and night watchers became modern Police watching. Police what?
Watch departments.
Police departments, all right? This is where your police department come from right now. It come from slave patrols, all right? Them trying to hunt down slaves and get them back in captivity. The same thing that go on right now. Your police, their main job, man, while they might say certain things, what they're doing is putting points on your record to get you back in captivity.
Damn right.
You understand? I don't care if it be traffic tickets, whatever it is. They trying to child support, all these things. They trying to get you back in captivity. Keep going.
Oh God. The birth and development of American police can be traced to the multitude of historical, legal, and political economic conditions. The institution of slavery, however, were two of the more formidable historic features of American society, shaping early policy. Slave patrols and night watches, which later became modern police departments, were both designed to control the behaviors of minorities.
Were both designed to do what?
Control the behaviors of minorities.
That's what you see right now. All right, keep going.
For example, New England settlers appointed Indian constables to police Native Americans, the National Constable Association. The St. Louis police were founded to protect residents from Native Americans in that frontier city. And many southern police departments began as slave patrols.
Began as what?
Slave patrols.
Come on.
In 1704, the colony of Carolina developed the nation's first slave patrol.
Come on.
Slave patrols helped to maintain the economic order and to assist the wealthy landowners in recovering and punishing slaves who essentially were considered property.
Who were considered property. Is that it on that? Should be some.
Strong count.
If you put it in mind, you can cut the car off.
Select it, we'll bump the show.
Go ahead.
That article is super heavy.
Don't lose where you at, Michelle.
And it places the emphasis on certain spots. It exposes our oppressor for what he does.
Break it down. What you mean?
But it doesn't, it's letting us know what's important to the oppressor. It goes through this whole litany of explanation. St. Louis police were founded to protect residents of Native Americans. In 1704, the colony of Carolina developed the first slave patrol.
Keep going though. Before you make your statement, keep going, because you're gonna have something to say after you read the next one.
Slave patrols helped to maintain the economic order to assist the wealthy landowners in recovering and punishing slaves who essentially were considered property. Policing was not the only social institution enmeshed in slavery. Slavery was fully institutionalized in the American economic and legal order, with laws being enacted at both the state and national divisions of government. Virginia, for example, enacted more than 130 slave statutes between 1689 and 1865. Slavery and the abuse of people of color, however, was not merely a Southern affair.
That's what I wanted to hear right there. Let me hear that again.
Slavery and the abuse of people of color, however, was not merely a Southern affair.
Come on.
As many have been taught to believe. Connecticut, New York, and other colonies enacted laws to criminalize and control slaves. Congress also passed fugitive slave laws allowing the detention and return of escaped slaves in 1793 and 1850. As Turner, Giacopazzi, and Van Diver, 2006, 186 remarked, the literature clearly establishes that a legally sanctioned law enforced system existed in America before the Civil War for the express purpose of controlling the slave population.
Okay. Slavery basically started a policing, all right, to keep the slaves in line and to keep them or to put them back in slavery. This thing passed on to what you know now as the modern day police department, all right? That's what the police do. They find ways to put black people back in jail. That's why you see high traffic volume of police in the cities or wherever the Israelites are. Wherever the Israelites are, you see a gang of police, man, all right? And then what you see is propaganda in the news to keep the police there. So they try to tell you that you the criminals and you the drug addicts and you just the worst people on the planet so that they can keep funding the police to police your area to keep you in captivity, in slavery. Nothing's changed since the whole start of the origin of the police. Since the start of police, nothing's changed. The agenda have not changed. What they've done is they lied to black people. They lied to the American people. You understand? They told them, gave them words like to protect and serve, stuff like that. That's a lie. All right? So go to the story. Shout out to Officer 5000 Shabbat, man, put out the story. Right? This happened in Detroit. Right outside Detroit, the city of Warren. All right? It's, what, about 2 miles outside Detroit, across 8 miles. All right? Read that story.
That was sent with those same other ones I want?
Con. It's a Facebook story. It's from Shabbat page.
Policing or the ancient Egypt being I made up Facebook.
The last one I sent you.
Shawak Kahan Ban Yehawadah tells a story. One police officer claims other officers are slow.
Yeah, that's the story right there. Lift up that voice though.
One police officer claims other officers are slow to back her up at crime scenes because of race.
Now this cop right here, this a sister.
Yeah, right.
All right, it's an Israelite, man. This black lady, this sister, joined the Warren Police Department, and she having trouble getting backup. So she go. Now, if you know anything about Detroit, surrounding areas, man, the suburbs, if you get pulled over for a traffic stop, it's 2 cops pulling up on you, 2 cars, sometimes 3 cars. They're gonna pull up on you. Now she's saying she can't get back up on a crime scene, not a traffic stop. I just told you a traffic stop. If they giving you a ticket, it's 3 cars.
Right.
If she go for domestic violence or report a shooting or a theft, anything like that, she not getting back up for that, let alone the traffic stops. So that's first thing that should be alarming if you live in the Detroit area. You got to understand that. That is a shock right there. Just for it to not be 3 cars when you get pulled up anywhere across 8 miles. So she not getting no backup because she's a black woman. And she's suing the department. That's what this story about. Keep going.
Okay. A police officer in Warren claims Salaki. That's the beginning. Officer sues police department for racist and dangerous work environment.
Give me a time, Joe. What time is it?
A police officer in Warren claims her fellow officers refused to back her up at crime scenes because of the color of her skin.
Because she was black. This is an all-white department, all-white city. You know what I'm saying? Because of recent times, man, they started to push the black people out of the city and into the suburbs, you understand? For gentrification, all right? So all the white people was now moving downtown. So they trying to get us up out of there. All right? But really, this is a white city. Keep going.
Come. Officer DeSheila Howlett filed a lawsuit alleging multiple.
She filed a lawsuit alleging what?
Alleging multiple racial problems at the police department.
Mm-hmm.
Warren has been in the spotlight for months after Mayor Jim Fouts was alleged to have made insulting comments about black people in audio tape.
So you got the mayor, who's the head of the police department, and the whole police department all hate black people. And this sister says she want to join them. What the hell is wrong with you? Keep going. Salaka, what you got?
Come on. Just so our audience can understand what we're talking about, if you're in Detroit, this is everything north of 8 Mile.
Yeah.
This is Warren, Michigan. Fox used to be the mayor back in the day. So it's just across 8 Mile where white folks live.
Right. And, you know, any other city, because, you know, I do cable, man, so everywhere is the same. It's a city where the Israelites are, and then it's right outside the city where the white people are in the suburbs. And the policing is the same. You know what I'm saying? It's mostly predominantly white cops in your city policing black people because they the slave patrol. And then outside of the city is all white cops. You understand? You don't see no brothers outside the city being no damn cops. But go ahead.
You want to pick up on the reading of
Yeah, keep going with the story.
Come. Officer DeSheila Howlett filed a lawsuit alleging multiple racial problems at the police department. Warren has been in the spotlight for months after Mayor Jim Fox was alleged to have made insulting comments about black people in audio tapes.
Mm-hmm. He calling black people niggas and all that. Keep going.
Howlett was hired 10 years ago as the first African-American police officer in Warren's history.
Read that again.
Howlett was hired 10 years ago as the first African-American police officer.
The first black police officer in Warren was hired 10 years ago.
Right.
It's 2019. Now you tell me this ain't the goddamn slave patrol? The first black officer was hired 10 years ago. And she's still the only black officer in Warren. Why the hell is you trying to join to these people, man? Keep going.
Come. Howlett was hired 10 years ago as the first African-American police officer in Warren's history.
In Warren's history, god damn. Come on.
A decade later, she's still the only black officer in the force.
She's still the only one on the force in Warren. They hate black people. Come on.
And now she's on leave and admin claims of a racist, dangerous work environment. Howlett says she grew up as a good student and a good athlete who always wanted to be a police officer. She worked for the city of Detroit, then Oak Park before.
Lift up your voice, Michelle.
So like it?
Raise up your voice.
Come. She worked for the city of Detroit, then Oak Park before accepting an offer in Warren.
So she worked for Detroit, then Oak Park. Now she worked for Warren. She always been a cop. You understand? I don't know what the hell wrong with you. Knowing where police come from, why would you even want to be a cop? All right? Like, why would you want to do this? Keep going.
Come. A trailblazer kind of thing, Howlett said.
She said a trailblazer kind of thing. She want to set new records. She want to be the first to join her people to another nation. Like Martin Luther King. Or like Jackie Robinson. Why you want to be the first one known to be a coon? That's not something popular. You're not no trendsetter. But that's what she said. She want to be a trailblazer to join her people to another nation. Come on.
A trailblazer kind of thing, Howlett said, where you're the only one. I took on the challenge and, to be honest, I assumed that in time, if I had a good work ethic and just being a decent overall person, they would get to know.
Read that again. Lift up your voice, Michelle.
Calm. A trailblazer kind of thing, Howlett said, where you're the only one. I took on the challenge and, to be honest, I assumed that in time, if I made if I had a good work ethic and just being a decent overall person, that they would get to know me for me.
She said, that's funny. She said she wanted to be a trailblazer. And in time, if she showed a good work ethic, that they'd just see that she was a good person. What that mean to y'all? What that say? Break that down. Who got something? If I was a good nigga, if I just showed them that I was a goddamn good nigga, that they would say, man, that niggas is good. We can love niggas. We can help niggas. Go ahead, sis.
And be accepted.
And be accepted, yeah. We can accept niggas. Come on, nigga. Join my police. Join my school, nigga. Come on in here, nigga. You could be cool with us, nigga. That's what she's saying. If I worked hard and just been a good nigga, they accept me in society. Go ahead. What you got, Michelle?
Come. It sounds like that we are expected to be, I guess, the definition of a nigga. To where I come and present myself to work for my oppressor and to represent his interests, and I get to smile in the process.
Right. She want to be one of them. She telling you, I want to be a shucking and jiving, cooning nigga. That's what she told her. If I come work hard and just shuck and jive, and, yes sir, white man, Mr. White Man, that they accept all my brothers and sisters, and we all could get jobs kissing the white man ass. That's what she's saying. Keep going.
Come.
See, that's the problem, man. We give me the goddamn scripture. Come out of her, my people. But that's the problem, man. We love our people, man. We envy our oppressors, man. We want to be just like them. And we want their approval for everything, man. And that's what she wants. She wants to join the white man. She wants to hold hands with the white man. What you got, brother?
Come. Alleged examples of racism. This is still from the story. Howlett never imagined that in the 10 years that followed, no other black officer would be hired.
So she thought that she was just going to start a trend, that with the hiring of her, that more black people would be hired. This simple sister don't understand that they just hired you just to fill the black person quota.
Come.
What you call it, Mashai? What you call
Affirmative action.
it? Affirmative action. That's why you hired, sis. Just so people can't say that this is the slave patrol. See, this ain't the slave patrol. Look, we got that one black nigga over there. You know what I'm saying? That's why she was hired. She said, man, she never thought that through the 10 years that they wouldn't hire not one more black person. They ain't even looked at one more black application. Keep going. I want to hear the numbers on that.
Come. Howlett never imagined that in the 10 years that followed, no other black officer would be hired. Warren is the third largest city in Michigan.
Third largest city in Michigan.
I didn't know that.
In Michigan.
I didn't know that.
You got Lansing, you got Detroit, and then you got Warren. Grand Rapids, Southfield. You got all these different cities in Warren.
Detroit, Grand Rapids, and Warren.
Yep. Warren being the third largest city, right outside of 8 Mile, right across 8 Mile. That's because there's black people there. Right outside 8 Mile, man. Come on.
Howlett never imagined that in the 10 years that followed, no other black officer would be hired. Warren is the third largest city in Michigan with 134,000 residents and more than 250 police officers.
200 what?
250 police officers.
So it's 250 police officers and only one of them black. 2 miles outside of Detroit. But this ain't the slave patrol? This is why we tell you, do not become a cop. Don't join the white man's army, navy, none of that. Don't join the white man, nothing. Don't vote. Don't do none of that. It ain't for you, black man. It don't have nothing to do with you. You understand? 250 cops and there's one black person. That's because the police was made to police black people. They don't want you to be no cop. You a slave, nigga. Keep going. Where you at, Michelle?
Come. About 13% of the city's residents are African American.
13% of black
That's Warren, Michigan.
and Warren.
Other side of 8 Mile. So just in case folks don't know where Warren is, 8 Mile, cross it, there you are.
There you go. Wait, what's the first city? Is the first city Warren or is it
Warren.
East Point?
Warren.
You right.
Warren.
The first city,
Cross 8 Mile.
as soon as you cross 8 Mile is Warren.
Warren.
Then it's East Point. Then I think it's Clinton Township or something like that.
Town.
That's crazy, man. So the first city cross 8 Mile, there ain't nothing but black people right there. And it's all white cops. And they hate you niggas. But then you say you want to be a cop. She said when she grew up, all she wanted to be was a cop. So basically, all she's saying is when I grew up, when I was a kid, all I wanted to do was oppress my people. Because that's the history of the cops. Come on now. You heard of Malice Green here in Detroit. Everybody heard of Malice Green. Everybody heard of Rodney King. Come on, man. Why would you want to join yourself to an organization like that that's known for beating up black people, enslaving black people, oppressing black people? You black. Why would you join yourself to that? In ISUPK, we do not teach to be a cop. You want a job with good benefits? You want to whore yourself out to the white man? I mean, I ain't even gonna say that because we got slavery. We all gotta work. We all in captivity. So if you just want that slavery because of the benefits, join the post office, man. Go work for the post office. Go be a paramedic. Go be a fire.